Hello Aries, and welcome to August. This is a powerful month of transformation and healing. Venus is still currently retrograde, and for you this is in your romantic sector, so exes can come back and you can come through conflicts within your romantic life, and if you are able to work through them, it's good for you. But if not, you'll be walking away from romances that do not give you the pleasure that you truly want within your life. On the first, we have a super full moon, and this super full moon is asking you to look at your associations, the people you connect to, friend groups, work groups, groups that you join in hobby. The moment it's a group, you're looking at these groups and you're releasing groups and associations and connections that no longer serve you, that maybe you feel like taking away from the most authentic version of who you are. You are stepping up into your power and you're disconnecting. You might get a lot of invitations at this time though to celebrate with people that call you out, like, hey, come here, let's celebrate together, and you'll see how you feel. If you feel disconnected, this is where you walk away. If you truly have that soulful connection, you are joyful and celebrating, as full moons are a time of completion but are also time of releasing and purging from connections that no longer serve us. Now on the 16th we have a new moon, and this is inviting romance, new opportunities for romance, new opportunities for creativity, new opportunities for creative projects. Now, if you meet anyone at this time, please be wary. We are on Venus retrograde, so when Venus goes direct on the 3rd of September, you might be rethinking that connection, or when Venus leaves the area of life of romance for you, which is on the 8th of October, you'll also be rethinking that. So if you meet anyone new, yes, flirt, have some fun, but don't take it too seriously. Make any decisions after the 8th of October 2023. But this new moon offers you a new perspective. So if you've been having conflict within an existing relationship, this new moon offers you a new way to work things out, or maybe see a different perspective. But if it's not working, you need fun, you need pleasure. And this Venus retrograde is asking you to reassess what gives you pleasure, what gives you fun. And you are developing a new sense of what you truly want within your life. So go after that, right? On the 23rd, the sun and at the same time, Mercury goes retrograde for you. And this Mercury retrograde will last until the 14th, 15th of September. And Mercury retrograde here is asking you to rethink your day-to-day routine, rethink your fitness, your physical, mental, and emotional health. Are you taking care of yourself? If not, this Mercury retrograde, you might find your physical vitality just dropping. So take care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally, because those things impact our physical health. If you have any conflict at this time, it will be with co-workers, or anyone that's in your day-to-day routine. Honestly, you might even come across delays and frustrations in your day-to-day routine, like, I need to send off this email, I need to go to the shops real quick, but all of a sudden I can't do this. Breathe, don't get frustrated. Understand it's Mercury retrograde. Take it one step at a time, and the less we fight against Mercury retrograde, the easier it'll be. So delays when it comes to miscommunication, misunderstandings with co-workers, anyone that you're working with within your day-to-day, right? So even if you don't have co-workers, if you're cleaning the house and you have people around you, this will irritate you too, right? And there can be miscommunication, misunderstandings. Breathe. Make sure you check all emails, messages when sending it off. People from the past can re-enter into your life. On the 27th, Mars moves into your relationships, one-on-one connections with others. This gives you the energy of feeling motivated, connected, and you really want to work with others, both personally and professionally. So it's really great for that. But you can also come across like conflict, because Mars is a planet of aggression, where others can be aggressive with you. Set healthy boundaries. Mars rules the boundaries that we set, where we say, this is the line, this is how much I take, this is what I do, we are working in partnership, this is the balance. On the 28th, Uranus goes retrograde. And for you, you're really re-looking at your finances, your money, the earned income, and your skills and talents. If you find yourself like you need to want to earn more money, you're thinking of original, out of the box, new ideas, but you'll only implement it later. Okay, Uranus retrograde lasts until January 2024. This is just you rethinking things about your finances and new financial ideas. On the 30th, we have a super full moon, blue moon, because it's the second full moon. And for you, this is about closing chapters, releasing and letting go. That's it. It's about endings, releasing, letting go. You need time to self. You might even feel emotional, sensitive, looking back into the past, looking at things that happened in the past, seeing where you are now, very reflective. You are releasing, you are letting go of any situation that is unhealthy and toxic to you, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a situation that you're just worrying about and giving too much of your energy to. You are cutting out unhealthy habits. You might even need some time to rest. You might spend some time by yourself in order to get that rest. Do so. You need it. Okay, wishing you a beautiful August. Cancer. August is a very transformative month with deep healing, and we start off the month on the 1st of August with a super full moon in you and your financial and energetic investments. Where have you been investing your time, your energy, your money, your resources? This is where you decide to put some healthy boundaries. It's great for paying off debts as well. And this is a time where secrets can come to light. Secrets may resurface, power struggles and power dynamics. And this is a time where you are really setting healthy boundaries within your life when it comes to who you invest your time, energy into. And financially as well, if you have joint finances with someone, you'll be really looking at that very clearly. Researching is really good under this full moon. Like I said, secrets about yourself and others can come to light. It is a super full moon. It intensifies energy. And for you, the sector of your chart that's happening in is the 8th house, which rules over secrets, intimacy, investments as well. Any investments of the past can pay out too, like taxes or something you've been working towards. You might get that rebate. So it's really good for that. Or if you've been trying to get a loan, you might get the payment that comes through during this time. But really a good time for setting healthy boundaries from relationships, situations that are really taking away from your power. It's about stepping up into your power, but you're going to have to say no more. On the 16th, we have a new moon. And this new moon is about your income, money, right? And your skills and talents and sense of self-worth. You have that Venus retrograde also happening there. You're really needing to think your financial life, your income and how much you are earning, and also your sense of value about yourself. Who values you? Who makes you feel valuable? Where do you feel devalued within your life? Where are you setting these healthy boundaries? This is really a good time. If there's anything you've been working on previously, you could get the payout for it with this new moon, or you might get new ideas on how you can increase your income and which ways you can do that. Maybe redo your resume, send it out, maybe learn a skill that will help you boost your income. On the 23rd, the Sun and Mercury goes retrograde at this time. And this is you rethinking how you think. Your thoughts, your words, this can bring a lot of miscommunication in communication. People from the past will want to communicate with you. People don't understand you. You might not understand others. You might also have like delays when it comes to travel, like small distance trips. Like if you're taking your vehicle from A to B and all of a sudden it breaks down, or maybe there's traffic on the way. So be prepared for those delays. So any small distance trips and errands you need to run, all of a sudden there's delays in having to get those things done. This is really good for working on old writing projects, maybe that you were working on, or learning a skill that you were learning previously. You might be rethinking about ways in which you can learn that again in some way. On the 27th, Mars is now entering into your family, your home life, your living situation. So you might find yourself being very motivated when it comes to your loved ones, finding yourself very much so wanting to take action when it comes to your living space. You want to get things organized. You could also be feeling very sensitive too around your loved ones. Mars here can also bring conflict with family members or anyone within your living space. So set those healthy boundaries where you need to, because Mars is a planet of also not only action, motivation, but aggression. On the 28th, Uranus will go retrograde until January 2024. And you'll be rethinking your visions for the future, your hopes and dreams that you have for yourself. You'll be internalizing that and thinking about ways you can reconstruct that and bring it into your physical life. On the 30th, we have this beautiful, another super full moon, right? A blue moon as well. And this is about you thinking about your belief systems and, you know, just finding a new way to shift out of your routine and your rut. And you'll be thinking, what belief systems are keeping me stuck? What's holding me back? And you might even think about higher learning, higher education, or completing something that you have been learning at this time. It's really good for trips too. You might be either planning a trip or thinking or coming back from a trip. So travel, you want to explore, you want to have an adventure. And this full moon is telling you to do so. What are you learning? What epiphanies and awakenings are you having within yourself at this time? Libra. August is a very powerful month. We have 2 super full moons. In the first half of the month, you are quite busy interacting. You have new ideas. You're kind of focusing on your future vision and hope for yourself, and you're disassociating from connections that no longer serve you. Now, in the first, we have this full moon that is happening for you, in romance, and maybe you haven't been having fun. Romance, fun, pleasure, and creativity. It's really good if there's any creative projects that you've been working on. You can put it out into the world. Great for that. This is also a time that's also asking you to look at where's the fun, where's the romance within your life. You can bump into exes at this time, maybe at a social event or a place, or someone from your past. You could bump into them at this time. It can bring up some feelings within you. Release that. Focus on your inner child and what gives you pleasure. On the 16th, we have a new moon and Venus is still retrograde. And for you, it's about the associations and the people around you, the people you collaborate with, associations, friendships. And when I say associations, any form of groups, work groups, family groups, the group you go and do a hobby with, all groups. This is a new moon that's allowing for a fresh start and a new beginning, but Venus is still retrograde here in the same area of life. If there's anyone that you feel that was part of your associations that you no longer want to be connected to, this is where you release and let go, find me, and you kind of have a fresh start to meet new people that you truly feel aligned to, new people that you can truly connect to. So this is great for that. And you have new, fresh ideas about your future vision for yourself. And you can see very clearly what is keeping you stuck in a rut. On the 23rd, the sun, and on that very same day, Mercury goes retrograde. And this is a time where you're going to pull back a little, okay? Mercury goes retrograde until the 14th, 15th of September 2023. And for you, this is about rest, rejuvenation, time out mentally. You just don't have the capacity with this Mercury retrograde. You have this mental fog. Right? Mercury retrogrades, miscommunication, misunderstandings, thoughts and conversations and conflicts of the past that you had will reappear and come into your life. They're coming there for you to feel, heal, and release them. And for once and for all during this Mercury retrograde, close the door. If anyone from the past re-enters into your life, see what is bringing up for you and see where you need to release and let go. And if any conflicts or words that you've said and expressed in the past and you now need to come back, you are now seeing, okay, what have I learned from that and how can I let go? Letting go, resting, rejuvenation is so important because you could also feel just mentally exhausted. Delays with sending out communication too can happen. So keep it one day at a time and take it slow. So like emails, text messages, anything to do like that, you might find it more slower than usual. And like I said, Mercury retrograde is known for the conflicts with miscommunication, so take it easy. On the 29th, Mars moves into your sign, and finally, Mars has been in your subconscious energies, and this could have been like vivid dreams, not finding the ability to rest and sleep, having thoughts in the past and thinking about conversations that could have made you angry. Now that Mars is finally in your sign, great. You are motivated to step up into your power. You are motivated to work on yourself. Remember, the South Node is in Libra. You are letting go of people pleasing. Say yes to things that you don't want to say yes to. This is a time for true empowerment. You're focusing your energies on you, taking action to what you want, and this is really good for you, right? On the 28th, Uranus goes retrograde, and you are thinking about boundaries within your life and how can you have better boundaries, power plays, power dynamics. You're working also on your finances at this time and thinking of new ways within yourself of what you want to do for the future. On the 30th, we have a full moon, super full moon, second full moon. The first one happened on the 1st of August. And this for you is about looking at your work life, right? You could have conflicts with colleagues, maybe feeling like your work life is just in a stagnant space. You want to shift your routine. How are you eating? How are you sleeping? How are you taking care of yourself? This is asking you to refocus on your health and make improvements. You're resting, you're rejuvenating, you're refocusing on betterment for your health in every single way, and this is really good for you. And this full moon will show you that. You could even feel unwell, and that's the signal to making changes to improve your health. Okay? Hello Capricorn, and welcome to August, where we have 2 super full moons, big month of purging and releasing, and Mercury goes retrograde. So exes, people from the past, even secrets can come to light with the Mercury retrograde. This is a time where we slow down and we take inventory of our lives. And Uranus also goes retrograde this month. Now on the first, we have that first super full moon, and for you this is about your money, income, and your skills and talents. This is, if anything you've been working on previously, you can get paid out for it, but you complete something and you get the reward. And this will also have you thinking about your finances, what you need to restructure, what you need to change. Full moons are completion points. Full moons are also times where we need to release, and for you, rebudget. Look at your finances. How can you rework them? Maybe you have fears and doubts and insecurities about how you can chase your dreams. This is a time to release that. Focus on your skills and talents and how you can boost your sense of self-worth so you can earn more financially. On the 16th, we have a new moon. And for you, this has to do with new ways of being vulnerable, new ways of being intimate. This is where you even might find information and secrets might come to light because it is with Venus retrograde. And for you, this is the area of life that rules intimacy, secrets, and also investments. You might even find new ways to invest your time and energy, whether that's in a person or a situation. But you are feeling quite sensitive during this time and asking yourself, what boundaries do you need to keep within your life? Boundaries are important. Where are you feeling drained, and where do you want to invest your energy? Where are you reaping the rewards? On the 23rd, the Sun and now Mercury will go retrograde and this will last until the 14th of September. And this is happening for you in higher education, higher pursuits, wisdom and philosophy, and travel. If you have any travel plans, check, double check, really check it. Make sure you got everything up to date, because Mercury retrograde can cause confusion, delays, misunderstandings. You also can be feeling quite tired if there's anything that you are learning at this time, like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I can accomplish this. Believe in yourself. This is also about your belief systems. Like I said, people from the past may re-enter into your life. You can also find, like, maybe you sent off that email and so didn't receive it. Mercury retrograde is responsible for that, especially travel plans for you. So check all your travel plans. If there's any appointments that you have, check the time, check the date, give yourself enough time to get there, especially because it can be delays due to traffic. Make sure you get all those things done. But you'll be really questioning what you are learning within this time. And you'll also be looking at previous things you were learning, maybe thinking about bringing that back into your life. On the 27th, Mars moves into your career, goals, and ambitious sector of your life, and you're feeling motivated to pursue goals for the next couple of weeks. You want to really go after your dreams. You really want to pursue your sense of purpose. You have the energy, you're motivated, you're inspired. Mars is exalted in Capricorn, so you are really motivated to take things to another level. And it's telling you, okay, what are your ambitions, what are your goals, and how can you go for it? But remember the retrograde. So think about it, rethink about it. Nothing new, but you can definitely complete old things that you've been working on. On the 28th, Uranus goes retrograde. And for you, this is about your creativity, projects that you're working on. This is where you have to rethink them. Think outside of the box when it comes to creativity and projects, and even your romantic life. On the 30th, we have a super full moon, blue moon. And for you, this is about communication and expressing yourself. There might be some things that you need to say. If there's any creative projects when it comes to learning, writing, you can put it out there. It's great for networking as well. But this full moon will really, remember now, Mercury is retrograde and also Venus is retrograde. You need to really watch your words and what you say. This is where you might say something and might trigger an emotional reaction in someone, or you yourself might feel triggered by the words others are saying to you. Can make you feeling very sensitive. Your mind too is really thinking a lot about, emotional experiences. And you really need to heal yourself, the way you communicate, the way you express what others are saying to you. This can also bring a lot of information to you at this time. So be prepared for that. It's a very beautiful August where we can find a lot of releasing, letting go, closing old chapters, and information is definitely coming through for us all that we need to see. So secrets can come to light.